Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrology for February 2024. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, you might want to hit subscribe because I also have weekly astrology reports that come out every Tuesday. And I also have weekly tarot for those of you who like tarot, and those come out at the end of the week. And if you ever want to get a session with me, just remember all you need to do is go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So, this month, February, what's going on? This month is all about big pushes coming from planets that are pairing up within the inner portion of our solar system. A lot of celestial bodies are kind of teaming up to double down on a lot of things that need to get moving. And for you, this is showing up as a double blessing because you've got prosperous new paths in work and in love getting paved by all of these influences. And we start this off with the Sun and Mercury together in Aquarius for the first half of the month. And this is your fifth house of love and romance and creativity, recreation, and your relationships with your kids. And when we have the Sun and Mercury here, this is all about speeding up developments and speeding up growth, speeding up maturity in all of these areas of your life, especially when it comes to developing stronger mental connections and intellectual rapports with our partners, with our kids, with maybe creative collaborators and allies. This is also a time where a lot of new opportunities to explore new roads in love are opening up as Mercury likes to open roads for everybody. And you may be finding a lot of distances are getting closed at this time as well, whether these are maybe long distance situations with regards to proximity, right? Long distance connections, long distance projects, long distance work, or possibly things that are just long distance in terms of time and not just space. Either way, with Mercury and the Sun together, we're bringing a lot more action, a lot more fun, but also helping everyone make important connections and meetings of the minds and getting some good stuff rolling from there. We have in the back half of the month, the Sun and Mercury entering the sign of Pisces, which is your sixth house of work, your reputation, your schedule, your lifestyle, what you're known for, as well as what you put out there as a service to the world and what you get back for that service. And with these two in this part of your chart from the 18th as far as the Sun is concerned, the 23rd as far as Mercury is concerned, and staying here all the way up until we get to about the ends of week 1, beginning of week 2 in March, we've got a lot of you getting a chance to do some very fast climbs when it comes to boosting your reputation, making you possibly a bit more well-known, a bit more well-appreciated in the workspace. You may find that money is starting to accrue all the more quickly when it comes to maybe your hours, your assignments, and you're also getting a chance to help shift the way you are seen in a way where you are getting a chance to maybe change what you're known for in a way that makes you a lot more in demand, a lot more of a competitive candidate when it comes to opportunities for growth and raising yourself up in the world. And we're also seeing you enjoying a lot more time with coworkers and teammates and collaborators and allies here as well, because this is also going to be focusing on bringing in a lot of fun bonding experiences. We've got Mars and Venus together in the sign of Capricorn for the first half of the month. This is your fourth house of home, family, your living situation, as well as your home economy. And with Mars here, the first half of this month is going to be all about clearing away things that seem to cling or things that have maybe been controlling or blocking or oppressing something that matters to you in one of these areas of your life. Now, these could be old challenges or problems from the past, or these could be maybe adversarial influences in the present. But with Mars here, this is all about solving things for good, not just appeasing them or settling them down, but making sure we don't have to deal with them anymore. This is also a time where Venus is going to be helping to boost your home economy. So not just your income, but maybe family income, partner income. And this is also a time where a lot of you are getting a chance to help shift maybe a future plan or a future desire as it relates to your home environment, your living situation, or something that you would like to experience when it comes to your family or planting new roots, or something that's going to deepen a very important relationship or a very important story that you are living, right? A very important life that you are living when it comes to your home territory and your space. In the back half of the month, we have Mars entering Aquarius and then Venus entering Aquarius as well. Mars on the 13th and then Venus on the 16th. And this is that fifth house of love and romance and creativity and your relationships with your kids that we talked about in the very beginning. And they're going to be here again well up into August. And with Mars here, this is all about knocking down walls when it comes to closeness, when it comes to getting a chance to be able to really connect where there may have been a lot of bits of armor or maybe issues that have been hampering a real close, intimate connection with people, whether they are romantic partners or romantic interests, or getting more deeply committed and understanding in maybe a work project or creative project, or helping to better understand your relationship with your kids better and becoming tighter in that way. However, with Mars, sometimes conflicts can come up because, again, not everyone is ready or is willing to always go through this when it comes up, but this is still working this part of your chart over in a good way. We've also got Venus here bringing in a lot of more opportunities to bring in more love into your life and bring in more love into these relationships. Venus brings in opportunities to really perfect love languages across the board. And you're also going to find that this is turning you into a romantic magnet for those of you that are looking for a new relationship. And so everybody is going to be really having a lot of fun with this, right? Because you're kind of covering all bases, the practical and the romantic at the same time. We've got a new moon in this part of your chart on the 9th of the month, and this is opening up a 2-week window period between the 9th and the 23rd for a brand new story, a fresh start, or a new commitment to get underway. And so this could be the beginning of new relationship opportunities or relationships getting off the ground on a new story as well as we go through the middle of this month. This is also a time where new people could be popping up, and this is also a great time to begin a launch or embark on maybe a personal enterprise or any kind of creative or recreational pursuit that you would like to have be a more committed and regular part of your everyday routine. And this is also a great time to start a new story or start a new trend when it comes to a relationship with one of your kids. And finally, we've got a full moon in Virgo taking place on the 24th. And this is going to be landing in your 12th house of your past, the private zone, hidden matters, old business that could still affect the present, as well as secrets and shortcuts. Now, a full moon in the 12th house can create a fairly intense period, and so the 2 weeks following the 24th, you may notice sometimes things are coming up that need to be cleared, and it can be a little bit unsettling. And that's because a full moon in the 12th house forces things to leave our life that have followed us from the past or that we have been holding on to that are not good for us to keep around. For some of you, this is going to be wonderful. It's going to feel like a load taken off your back. However, for some of you, you might not feel like you have the adequate closure or resolution to move on, and it can also, again, unsettle you. But it's important to realize sometimes we don't always get closure, we don't always get resolution, and we have to live anyway. And so this is a very freeing moon. Us Virgos just went through this, but this is also something that is going to close up a very difficult part of your past that may have still some kind of influence over your present and set you free. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.